we are here with a special episode of 3D Reviews. Today we are going to be reviewing the Avatar 2 The Way of Water trailer in 3D. I have managed to get the side-by-side 3D version of this. We're going to be taking a look at this. I'm really excited to sit down and go down through each beat with you guys and tell you everything that I think about it. The Lightstorm Entertainment logo. So this right here, this first shot, now I just want to say for the record, like, this looks amazing, but in IMAX 3D, it is like a million times more mind-blowing. That's seriously the way you gotta see this trailer to get the full impact. But the 3D here is very excellent. Everything's very crisp. The CG and the lighting and everything just looks so good. And I think it also is the framing for it as well. And of course, this is shot in 3D. And movies that are shot in 3D have a very distinct look versus movies that haven't been shot in 3D. But yeah, it's, I mean, very high up. This is very hyper stereo. Every single character, all these vines, these floating rocks have their own volume to them. This right here, this close-up looks incredible. Now, when they did the first Avatar, they actually did post-convert some of the shots, and I believe it was the close-up shots that they did. But it just, the face and everything, there's just so much detail in it. It looks so good. It also helps that we have the plants coming out of the screen there, right there at the front. Something, especially for this trailer, and maybe it'll be indicative of the entire movie, is the fact that there's a lot of layering going on. And we have the layering with the plants and her coming out in front of the, or behind the plants, and the plants just like leaking into the theater, you know what I mean, just coming into the theater. But this close-up looks incredible. Not really too much depth here, but you are looking down. Alright, this right here, this is one of the first, like, oh my god shots. It looks so real and genuine. Like, if I was actually sitting there looking at him, that's how he would look in three-dimensional space. Like, he has the correct amount of volume. I believe the term is orthostereoscopic. Orthographic stereo, that's when something in 3D looks exactly like how it would look in real life. Obviously, this trailer was tailor-made for IMAX, so yeah. But there's just so much volume and depth here, and everything in the background is just so far off. And it helps that it's just so high resolution. It looks so clean. I mean, the special effects here are insane. It looks real. That's what everyone was saying in 2009, and now we're saying it again in 2022. This is a really nice shot over the water, having the flying creatures, the dragons, fly from behind the screen into it. And you have this one front and center. This is also another incredible, gorgeous shot. This one right here, you have the character up here in the foreground coming out of the screen, and then everything else in the background. Like I said, that layering, you have this character, the tree here, the tree root there, the characters there, and all the water in the background. Very good for, I mean, it just looks incredible. This right here, another excellent scene. Underwater stuff works really well for 3D. You have the school of fish swimming out of the screen, and this plants here, and her underwater shots always really good in 3D. We have some great industrial stuff here. Oh my gosh, okay, so this shot is a lot of extreme 3D. In fact, most of this shot is coming out of the screen. Oh my gosh, just goes on forever. Wow, okay, so they're like, if I'm looking at the screen, they're like right here. I don't know if you can tell like how deep that is or how far they're coming out, but this, it really feels like you're right behind them, like right looking over their shoulders into this forest. And the close-ups too, the close-ups are the biggest thing for 3D that is hard to get down, especially if you shoot it that way. If you can get the close-ups looking good in 3D, it's just absolutely stellar. This is more high volumes, hyper stereo shots. Hyper stereo is good, but I wouldn't do the whole movie like that because of eye fatigue and everything. Ooh, the bow, hold up. The bow here, sticking out, the tip of the arrow is like way out of the screen. Pointy objects are great in 3D, what can I say? James Cameron knows what looks good. Like, he was like, this trailer is tailor-made for 3D. To bring some of the best shots that they've got completed for the 3D out for the audience to go, wow, and it really works. Also, another thing, shooting this in the forest, you have a lot of layers there with the plants and the trees. Another really excellent idea. Avatar, the entire world of Pandora is just tailor-made to look really nice in 3D. Now this is another incredible shot. So we have a school of fish flying from behind. Flying? We have a school of fish swimming from in front of the screen into the screen as the character in the screen is coming out of the screen. It's a really cool 3D effect. Like your eyes are constantly having some interesting pop out happening. And especially this shot right here where this creature, this underwater sea creature, swims right up out of the screen. I remember in IMAX, it didn't even feel like there was a screen anymore. I can't express how much IMAX did for making this such an immersive trailer. It just didn't feel like a screen. It just felt like real. This is another incredible shot. We have our heads just above the water. Everyone knows what it's like to have your head just above the water. You're eking along. The water is like out of the screen. It goes into the screen. You have this overhang here. And all these different characters at different layers and the stuff way off in the background. This is an incredibly gorgeous 3D shot. This might be my favorite shot from the trailer. It's so extreme. This is another excellent shot with a bunch of different characters. The close-ups working very, very well in 3D. Oh my gosh, the designs, the CG effects are just so insanely good. This almost, and this isn't an insult, this almost looks like real prosthetics. This almost looks like they genuinely put people in makeup. That is how real it looks. Like, damn. Also, you looking over the shoulder's like right here. It's at a curvature where it feels like my hand could rest on his shoulder, like right there. This is another amazing underwater shot. James Cameron likes his underwater. He likes machinery and he likes underwater stuff, and this movie's gonna have both of them. But there's these little teeny tiny particulates in the water that are floating in and around the screen. You also have Jake Sully, I'm gonna assume that's Jake Sully, like kind of out of the screen a bit, and then his arm and the fin of this fish here, this underwater creature, leading into the back of the screen. Your eyes like drift and you're able to really take full advantage of the 3D there. This is another amazing shot. Okay, I know I said that other shot was my favorite, but this one's also really good. Especially, you have all the layers of people, you have the water there, the hyper stereo, it looks so good. These shots were just so brilliantly framed and blocked for 3D. This is another exciting one. They jump into the water. The close-ups, oh my gosh. This is another really exciting shot down a hallway. This one was like mind-bending. The water just looks so beautiful. It really feels like you're spinning. That hand shot, that just looks like a real hand. It looks real. Like this looks like a real, like if you put your face down there, that's just how it would look in real life. And of course you have the long fish with the snout and the long tail, which is good for 3D because of course you can have the fish's face come out of the screen since it's long and narrow. More excellent close-up shots, and then the title at the end, The Way of Water. I'm really glad that I was able to get this trailer working side by side on this TV. I can't stress enough how amazing. If you just go see it, if you have a 3D TV or like a VR headset, trust me, download this video and try to watch it through your TV or headset because it's just 3D is just so good. And optimally, you would go see this in IMAX 3D. They still have IMAX 3D screenings of Doctor Strange 2, so you know, you get this amazing 3D experience, and then you have Doctor Strange 2, which also had a lot of good 3D and Kevin Feige. Anyway, this isn't about Doctor Strange. This is about Avatar 2. I'm very excited, mainly for the 3D presentation. I'm like lukewarm on the first Avatar, and the content of this movie, I haven't really seen enough to form an opinion. I think it looks beautiful. It's an incredible looking movie. It's probably going to stand up for another 10 years, just like the original Avatar does, which still looks pretty damn good today. We've had over 10 years of advancements in 3D storytelling and technology in the pipeline. Hollywood has gotten so incredibly good at making digital 3D movies. movies, that this is going to absolutely knock everything out of the water, and I, no pun intended, I really, really hope that this brings in a new wave, no pun intended, of 3D movies, and it really just opens people's eyes and inspires them and shows them what you can do with the medium of 3D if you really put your mind to it. Now, of course, you shouldn't make a movie specifically for the 3D. You should make a good movie first and have the 3D complement it like icing on a cake. I think that's all I have to say about it. Guys, go check it out, and I will hopefully see you guys in December. I'm gonna make more videos between now and December, but hopefully in December I'll get to be there Thursday night in the IMAX 3D screening and talk to you guys all about how phenomenal it was. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes, keep my ears to the ground, and try to get those good seats as soon as they go live. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this out, and I'll talk to you all later.